What's up guys, welcome to another video. This video we're going to be taking a look at BenQ's laptop bar, and I gotta say, I didn't think I would have so much to say and give you guys in a laptop bar, but stay tuned because this thing has a ton of features. It's probably one of my favorite tech items. Well, this year, but the year is young, but still, a laptop screen bar for a light, you would think, okay, yeah. But, hear me out. This is BenQ's laptop bar. The first thing I want to say is, I probably should have done an unboxing because one thing I like about BenQ is the sustainability towards the environment. The packaging was so boring and minimalistic, I didn't want to bore you guys with it. But I did want to give them a shout out because they're 100% paper-based packaging. It's very minimal. So it's very ergonomic. So it's, environmentally safe and protected, and just recycle it. I mean, they don't use any plastic or anything like that. It is just strictly paper-based products, cardboard, and very, very little. So that's very, very cool. Very small carbon footprint. So shout out to BenQ for that. All right. So here's what we have. I have a Dell laptop. I went cheap. I went more for compute power than bells and whistles. This doesn't have a backlight keyboard. One of my beefs is I would like to be able to have a nice light bar for my laptop. So when I type in the Dart, I don't have any issues. So I've been searching. This is the winner. The laptop bar from BenQ. First thing, here's what you get in the box, right? You're going to get a piece of paper that you're going to use to put on your little adhesive. Yes, that's the only negative that I can come up with this product is the adhesive. You have to put basically a little adhesive magnet back here. This is just a little metal thing, right? So this is what your light bar is going to affix to. This comes off, no residue, but you can't use it again. You get two, you get a black, and you get a silver, okay? I'm going to get a new MacBook Pro, so I didn't want to do the silver version. This light is in silver. It also comes in black. This is not going to be my main driver. Believe it or not, I wanted to use this with a MacBook because that's what I usually use. But on times when I have this Dell, it has no backlighting, it is what it is. This is probably the best use case for it since my MacBook has backlit keys. But I wanted to go with the silver, and I will say that BenQ didn't give me that choice. They did send this to the channel to review, but they have not reviewed this content. So thanks to BenQ for sponsoring this with the light bar product given to the show to review. This is my unbiased opinion, and I have a lot of positives, but this is the only negative so far. Okay, you do have to stick this on. So if you have a case, some kind of like protective case or something, this is going to have to go on your case. Be warned. If you have stickers on the back, this will have to go on. Okay, so this does match pretty good. This does match the MacBook Pro pretty good. You can put a little sticker over this if you wanted, just to kind of hide it. Just saying. So this actually you measure, you just put it even with your your laptop, and then you stick this right here, right? So pretty easy. Leave it sit for 20 minutes. This is all you get. You can order these separate in case you screw them up, but it is what it is. You also get a little instruction manual, a super cool carrying case, right? You get a USB-C to C cable. Now this is for charging. You don't need it to run it because this is what it comes with. This is the battery bank, okay? This is where the magic happens, right? Well, a lot of the magic. So you could plug it in, you can charge it full, 25, 50 milliamps battery back. So right here, it's magnetic, and what you're going to find very, very cool is this is foldable, so this gives you some expansion of your light, right? When you get the magnetic light, this has very, very cool features to it, okay? So this might be where the magic happens, right? All right, so it's magnetic. So this breaks down real easy. You also get a little microfiber cloth to clean right before you put on your dot, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the features. So this magnet here, lines up between these. You stick this on. Whoops. This is the way it's going to look. See how it sticks? This is a strong magnet too. Get it anywhere in between these lines, and you're going to get magnet, right? This is where your light's going to magnetize in. You see these three little dots here. That was where it gives it the juice. Just a little BenQ logo at the bottom, so you know that's the bottom. And again, this little arm that folds out extends your light higher above your laptop to expand your range. That is really, really cool. The actual light itself, features, here's your connector, here's your lighting underneath. On top, you have a touch bar. This is where you will actually just touch and slide for brightness and for temperature. You switch between brightness and temperature with this. This has an ambient light sensor, so it tries to adjust your ambient lighting behind you. And it also has a proximity sensor. You don't even have to touch this to turn it on. That is cool. Alright, so those are the main features of each item. Now, let me go over some of these other features that it has here, right? So it's a dual form laptop light bar, as I mentioned. So it's got the expanded mode, which you'll use that bar for, and it also has basically the folded mode, which is this right here, right? Folded mode, you're going to concentrate the lighting pretty much on your keyboard and go from there. It has auto dimming, basically to match your ambiance. You can turn that basically on or off. They also have circumlight, right? So 3D surround illumination. So basically they're saying that it's going to provide sufficient lighting to reduce eye strain. So they've looked into the technology and they call it their circumlighting. That's CIRCUM if you want to look it up. Also, up to 50 by 32 centimeter light coverage in the extended mode or expanded mode. That covers a pretty wide range. So you're going to have some workspace light, not just your keyboard. So if you extend that, you're going to do 50 centimeters, basically is your range to cover for lighting. Your brightness levels of 300 to 700 LX. So basically you can do 300, 500, and 700 LX. That's pretty bright. So it's got nice brightness settings. Temperature-wise, you're going to be able to get 7 steps, 2700K to 5700K temperature. Right? So you can go pretty white bright to pretty warm. So that's kind of a nice feature there as well. Also, what we have on the ambient light that I said that's on here, it kind of produces a little ambient light, so it basically tries to blend in your environment to your screen, so there's not a huge difference. That reduces eye strain. That's very, very nice. Also, some benefits that this has over other light bars that I've seen. One, this doesn't touch your screen ever, so that means you're not going to have any kind of risk for screen damage, and it isn't going to block any of your screen. That's a benefit. That was one of the things that made this a winner for me. Also, this battery bank, as mentioned, 2250 milliamp. Charge it. You don't have to plug this into your laptop to use it, so you're not draining your laptop battery while using your light bar. That's a bonus. Another thing that not many others had, if any, that I looked at. Take that. You don't have to touch it at all to turn it on. The proximity sensor is kind of cool. I'll show you. You'll just wave and you'll turn it on and off. And again, it's slide touch bar for brightness and temperature. That is a very, very nice thing to have, basically. And that's it. So those are the features. That was a lot. I had to cover that. So what I'm going to do now is hook this up, turn out the studio lights, come back, give you a demonstration of this plugged in and how it all looks and works. We'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm trying to get the camera angle just right after I hit play or record. So here we have pitch black. No backlight keys. No, I don't have this running. But, so I'm going to run my hand over this. Look at that. Oh, I didn't touch it. I just ran my hand over the proximity sensor that illuminated this. And now you can see this provides a really nice lighting, you know, here, kind of to the side. This is in what they call the folded mode. Now, I mentioned you can adjust things. So let's just take the brightness down. So I just took the brightness down. Hopefully you could see that. All I did was slide this touch bar. Look at that. Brightness. Now let's change the temperature. Probably can't tell, but maybe you can. This turned blue. So now it says, okay, more on the temperature. So now I'm just going to slide this down. Now it's like yellow, right? Because now we're warm. Blue light. Blue white, you know, kind of a nice bright white. Where the yellow goes to a nice warm lighting effect, which is so cool. Okay. Now, say that's what I want. I have the maximum brightness, maximum warmth, right? Now, turn this off. I'll just run my hand. Look at that. I didn't touch it. I just ran my hand like this over the proximity sensor and it shut off. Magnetic. Comes right off. Now, let's demonstrate. Let's see how this just comes right off. Now I'm just going to extend the light bar. So basically I have now extended this light bar. I'm just going to put it back on. And now we're going to attach this. And now what we're in is what they called expanded mode. So now I'm just going to run my hand over the sensor. Now all of a sudden, let's see if I can back this up just a little bit. Look at that. Our lighting now has really expanded. Let me change brightness or temperature. Now we're at a bright white. Now if you can handle that, this is almost like fluorescent light overload, but it's not. This doesn't kill your eyes like a fluorescent light would. So this is kind of how it works. It's really, really cool. Again, we'll go to the temperature or brightness, and I'll lower the brightness under the bright white and under the expanded mode. And you still see I've got a nice working area. Yes, it does produce a shadow. Of course, that's going to be a thing. I wanted to point that out. This is the second con for me. Only in this mode. I don't mind it in the folded mode, but in this mode, I have shadows. I can do hand puppets and all sorts of fun stuff. That kind of annoys me, okay? You can adjust the angle as much as you can, so that kind of reduces it to a degree, but I still have shadow. So you do have the option with this flexible arm to basically adjust it. And let me pan up and I'll show you what I'm doing here. So bear with me. There's the light. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just lowering the arm. I'm reducing my hand puppets, but I'm also reducing the overall coverage of the light, because now I'm being a little more centered, right? We're up tall. I think this is like what they said, 30 centimeters, I think, in height, that the maximum expanded up like this. So I still have pretty good coverage, right? So that is really, really a nice feature. Overall, I don't have any other issues with this. The webcam does not pick up lighting, so you're not blinding someone, but this also doesn't work for giving you any more light in your face. So don't think of this as a webcam light. This is strictly a workspace light. Some people get those confused. This will not help with a webcam, but it won't hinder it either. I've tested this. This lighting did not. Even, well, I didn't try it down this low, but that would block the webcam, so that would just be a no-brainer. So you probably could interfere with your webcam if you lowered the boom that far down. I am just saying that just is probably a common sense thing. Alright, one last thing I want to show you guys. I'm going to turn on these lights for the studio, and we're going to show you what it looks like packed up. So this is really where I think another feature shines. There, you just saw me turn that off with just the proximity. So I'm just going to undo this. I'm going to fold this back up. I'm going to grab our travel bag. I'm going to grab our USB-C charge cable, which again, didn't use. So I'm going to put this in here, cable over here, light in here. Look at this. Just folds right up, throw it in your bag. Laptop light. That is so cool. The laptop bar, guys, from BenQ. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. This is the only con that I think is this little dot right here that is on my laptop. Other than that, this is a win. This is the #1 laptop screen bar that I have come across out there. And I have looked at quite a few. If you are interested in this, check the show notes. I will have a link to this where you can pick it up from their website. Also, if I can find it on Amazon, I'll throw an Amazon link out there as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the show, and as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, BenQ, for sending this to the channel to review. This has been a much needed device for this laptop in particular, but I plan on using this for my other one, and this is a great solution, the best solution that I can find for a laptop screen bar. As always, guys, thanks for watching and have a good one.